Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and the January Star Wars News Roundup together with Alex from Star Wars Explained. Let's start off by jumping straight into the gaming news. Starting off, we got some news regarding Battlefront 2. Patch 1.1 was released to the game, which included a new blast map on Crate as well as Aiden's Starfighter and a night variation map for Tatooine. There was also a ton of balancing done to the heroes, a nerf to the Wookiees, map balancing as well as some quality of life changes. 1 week later they also had a server-side patch improving the matchmaking and map rotation in the game. It was also announced that they will be doing a Q&A with developers on the forum, something that was previously postponed, and the first round of questions have now been collected and sent over to the developers, so we will most likely get some answers early February. It was also confirmed that more arcade maps are in the works, something a lot of people who play offline has requested, as currently it's a very limited amount of arcade maps available in the game. EA and DICE also came out with a blog post detailing the coming months, where they said that they are currently working on remaking the progression system from Battlefront 2, and they will give us an update on that in March. And they also stated that Season 2 will be coming soon, although not giving us any details, so it is very likely that Season 2 might also start in March, as that would also align with how it was for the previous game, where the first real DLC dropped in March as well. Dennis, the design director on the game, also confirmed that they will have some light content to give the players while we wait for the big stuff, and this includes another thing that they announced in the blog post, a jetpack cargo game mode coming in February to Star Wars Battlefront 2. And 2 days ago, EA held their quarterly earnings call for their investors, where we got a couple of hints and details regarding the future of Star Wars games and Battlefront in general. First of all, they said that the next Star Wars game coming out is not gonna be another Battlefront game, but it's gonna be Respawn's Star Wars action game coming out fiscal year 20. And fiscal year 20 means April 2019 to March 2020. So it's very likely that that game will be released in 2019. And they also said that Battlefront 2 sold 9 million copies in the first quarter, which was up to December 31st, but their goal was set to 10 million, so they fell 10% short of that due to the controversy around the game. And lastly, they also confirmed that the microtransactions will be coming back to the game the coming months, something that we already knew. The question is how they're gonna return, hopefully as cosmetic only microtransactions, but so far we have no details on that. And in mobile news, Star Wars Rivals was announced officially in January, a new real-time Star Wars competitive action shooter for mobile devices. The gameplay is rooted in cover-based PvP skirmishes where players build the ultimate team to challenge opponents in combat arenas. So this game is quite different to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the other big Star Wars mobile game that is currently out. Now over to Alex and canon and movie news.
Thanks, Elliot. Let's start with Star Wars Rebels. The series is returning February 19th and will air its final 7 episodes over the course of 3 weeks. The finale will be on March 5th. The Last Jedi received 4 Academy Award nominations in the categories of Original Score, Visual Effects, Sound Editing, and Sound Mixing. The Oscars will air on March 4th this year. Moving on to Solo, a Star Wars story, we got the official synopsis this month. It doesn't offer much, and everything it confirms we pretty much already knew, but it reads like this. Board the Millennium Falcon and journey to a galaxy far, far away in Solo, a Star Wars story, an all-new adventure with the most beloved scoundrel in the galaxy. Through a series of daring escapades deep within a dark and dangerous criminal underworld, Han Solo meets his mighty future co-pilot Chewbacca and encounters the notorious gambler Lando Calrissian in a journey that will set the course of one of the Star Wars saga's most unlikely heroes. Solo, a Star Wars story releases in US theaters on May 25th, 2018. One thing that was discussed by Donald Glover is something so small that still has me very excited. He mentioned a shot that will follow characters from outside the Millennium Falcon up the ramp and inside to the cockpit. That's never been done in a Star Wars movie before, and I'm surprised by how excited I am to see it. Finally, in Solo news, John Williams will be writing the main theme for the movie. John Powell will still be composing the rest of the music, but I think it's great to have Williams, who's been writing music around this character for 7 other films, return to give him a theme of his own. And in related Episode 9 news, surprising absolutely no one, John Williams will be scoring the final film in the sequel trilogy.
Thank you, Alex. If you aren't subscribed to Alex already, make sure to head over to his channel for everything you need in regards to Star Wars lore, movies, and so on. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.
What?